if you can tell me a little bit about yourself before we get into this conversation. How about it?
Sure. My name is Rakhim Ebrams. I'm a French teacher and English teacher. I work for an international school right now.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
use my free time to teach in Clapingo right now, and I'm here to help you out as well.
Okay. So just about myself, my name is Kumar Ravish, and I have been working for an organization for almost like 10, 11 years. And I'm here in Clappingo to have a word with different professionals, speakers, just to brush up my
Mhm.
English.
Oh, fantastic. So, okay. So again, did you go through your session document? Did you have a chance to go through it?
I had a look at it. I did take a look at it.
Mhm.
It was about, I think, where will we will be after 50 years from now. Is that the one?
Correct. That's the one. It's about the future. So I asked the same question to you now. So where do you think we are going to be in 50 years with respect to transportation, with respect to pollution, or any other aspect that fancies you? Could you talk about it?
Oh, absolutely. I believe that there'll be a lot of technological changes that'll, that'll come in, since the technology has been developing like anything. And if I talk about 50 years from now, like there'll be a drastic change into it, right? I think there'll be everywhere skyscrapers, buildings, right? And
Skyscrapers, okay?
we
Skyscrapers
will
and buildings, okay?
and then we'll be having robots, doing our daily stuff, based on AI, artificial intelligence,
Okay.
wherein we'll be sleeping, and then perhaps on a button, once you'll press a button, we'll have that, he'll do all the basic needs required, just if I give you an example, maybe if I'll press the button and ask the robot to clean the house and do the
Mhm.
dishes and do all household things,
Household chores,
perhaps,
okay?
yeah. So
Household
yes,
chores. Okay,
household
fantastic.
chores, yes. So I think it'll be easier, as the day progresses, and then I think we'll have great advancement if I talk about the transportation. There'll
Okay,
be underground mines, or I would say the tunnels, wherein we'll have that mode of transportation, which will take you, within a fraction of second to uh, to
correct.
to somewhere which seems impossible now, probably at the rate of you'd say sound, right? So that's what we are expecting in the future, and then I think. We'll have, reaching out to space, going back and forth. It'll be very easy because, that'll be again, I think I'm sure that you must have heard about, a lot of rich people. I mean, if I talk about Elon Musk and all,
I was just
there,
going to talk to you about it, about Elon Musk boring company. He has two companies. One is a boring company, which
yeah,
plans to bore tunnels under the ground to make sure traffic, doesn't exist anymore. And then he has a SpaceX, uh,
SpaceX,
spice,
exactly.
yeah, space flight company.
And exactly, and it'll take you there, and you'll have to pay the money for that, and it'll take you, and whenever you want, you can come back. So it's a kind of, a good experience is going to be, that's what we are expecting out of this future. I mean, yeah, I mean, a lot of things are happening. If you'll have hotels in space, and now it is not possible, but we'll have, cars and buses flying, in the sky, and
Absolutely.
it'll reach you to wherever it is needed, where the need is. It'll reach you within a fraction of a second, as I mentioned. So everything is going to be very quick, and and uh, that's how we are expecting that our future looks like. The kind of the technology that we are into at this point in time, and what we expect 50 years down the line, it's going to be incredible. Yes,
Excellent. So I have a
yes,
question for you. Okay, I have a
sure.
question. So do you order things from Amazon? Are you a avid shopper?
Oh yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Okay. So what do you think the future of shopping is going to be? Because this question can be directed to everyone, and I'm going to direct it to you. So what do you think the future of shopping is going to be like?
I think in countries like United States, right, or
Mhm.
developed countries, if you are buying a product, you don't have to wait for 2 to 3 days. It
Correct.
reaches within the day, right? And the companies are working on in order to make that uh, gap little less. Even if it is possible somehow, maybe you'll get the things delivered at your place within, say, a few hours. So that will be great. And if I talk about in India, I mean that's not something that is happening all around, because in remote areas, if I say, or even if I say for an example in metros as well, if you
Mhm.
order anything, so you'll have to perhaps wait for at least one day. And if it is delivered from a different destination, say different states, you'll have to wait. Maybe
Mhm.
you might have to wait for a couple of days in order to get those things delivered, right? So what I feel is in coming days, the companies are working, and I think that the gap period will be shortened.
Okay, I
That's
think
what
you're
I believe.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I think every company is trying to minimize the gap between the time you press order and the time the deliveries come home.
Getting
And so you're
delivered,
right.
yes.
They are also, so right now that is happening now, but 50 years down the line, can you think of something weird, or can you think of something bizarre that's going to happen in the shopping field?
That's not coming to my mind. If there is something
Let me give you an
that
example.
you can
I'll
think
give
of,
you a hint.
yeah.
Okay, what do you think about drone deliveries? Because that's been talk of the town for some time.
Oh yes,
Oh yeah.
yes,
So what do you
yes.
think about that?
Right. Definitely. I mean, that is something which is perhaps I think that's I would say companies are working on it. Say,
Yes.
I mean, if there is an emergency, right,
Mhm.
and you want some certain medicines at the
Correct.
quickest possible time, so that is something, I mean, very much possible. If you require, and you just you make place an order, and it'll get delivered within, say, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So that'll be something which is one of the greatest achievements. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the another thing that comes to my mind is now we're struggling with the, you say, organ donation, right? At the
Yeah.
right point in time, you do not get the organ, wherein
Correct.
there are a lot of failures happens in the operation theater, right?
Because of time.
So
Correct.
so based on I think the kind of technological advancement we are experiencing at this point in time, maybe 50 years down the line, we don't have to face those challenges, right?
Okay.
You'll get the donors, or perhaps it'll be something which is done artificially and
3D printed. I was
monitored.
just going to tell you that. So they're planning to 3D print organs in the near future. So that's going to be a
Oh
good
yeah,
advancement. That's what you're talking
correct.
about, right?
That's what I was talking about. Yes.
That's what I was talking about. That's what. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. So I would like to give you some feedback. Uh, you spoke really well. Okay. Your level is very good. You just need to improve on reducing your fillers, whether it be or the sounds that you make. Absolutely okay. So here's a tip for you. Next time you want to say just take a small pause. Just take a small break. Okay.
Okay.
Take a break and then continue. So when you notice me talking, I speak, I give a pause, and then I continue. That's absolutely okay. Fluency is not talking fast or making sure that you talk all the time. It's just making sure you communicate well. So you can take a pause and you can continue talking after. So this is the tip I'm giving you. So just take a pause. It'll work out. Okay.
Sure.
So this
Sure.
is one
Absolutely.
advice,
Thank you.
and then I would also like you to imitate speakers. So if you want to train your accent to maybe US or UK, then I want you to watch and imitate them even more so that you can change your accent a little bit if that interests you. Okay.
Sure. Sure.
So these are
Absolutely.
the two advice I have for you today. Thank you so much for coming in.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye bye.